So it is an incredibly brisk evening. Currently, I believe it's about 1 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's supposed to get down to 5 below zero tonight. And I'm the crazy person that thought, hell, it's a good night for camping. So I've gone way up into the Tucannon Wilderness in southeastern Washington, and because it's so cold, number one priority was to get a fire going. Second most important thing is to get my diesel heater running to be able to pump warm air into my tent tonight. So that's going to be pretty pivotal. Beard 100% frozen, about 8 inches of snow on the ground, but it's absolutely gorgeous up here. So hopefully in the morning we can either find some little intimate landscapes or potentially do a little bit of wildlife photography. So when I was driving up to our campsite tonight, I actually saw a bobcat, which I think it's the first wild bobcat I've ever seen. Granted, it was split second that I saw it, but it was still really, really cool. There's also lots of really large tracks going through camp, and they have paws, so I'm thinking that there's probably a mountain lion or a cougar in the area, which always makes you sleep well. I know that we have wolves in our mountains now, and there's not another person for miles and miles and miles, with the exception of the snowmobiles that I heard earlier today. But knowing that there's predators around always makes things just a little bit more exciting when you're out here in the dark by yourself in the middle of the winter in the cold. say that it's cold is a severe understatement. My beard is frozen, as is most of my water, as is my Jetboil fuel. Jetboils don't work very well at this temperature. I should have kept it warm. Hindsight's 20/20, but once I get some coffee made here in about 3 hours, we're gonna drive around and look for some wildlife. These days, the success of a photo trip is no longer measured in the amount of amazing photos I go home with. In fact, on this trip, I didn't really go away with any photos that I'm proud of, but I did go home with some memories. I went home with the memories of a crazy adventure. And honestly, when you're old and you're gray and you're stuck in your rocking chair, it's going to be those adventures that you look back on with fondness and sentimentality. So I wanted to stop and take this shot not because it's the world's best image, but because I feel like this really embodies what the Blue Mountains of Washington State are like. So I grew up here, and these are kind of this is my home area. And the Blue Mountains are beautiful in their own subtle way. They're not as dramatic as some of the other mountains in the Pacific Northwest, but they're beautiful in their own way.